Hello and thanks for joining me for some more Salt 2, Shores of Gold with Capn Oz, and we are currently on the starter island. In the last episode we did everything we need to do to build the raft. I went through all of the menus and picked up some starting gear, and now we are ready to head off to find the cartographer at the nearest seaport. Now we picked up a map on the table, so we can click on that and we can click on the waypoint. We marked this island with a little chest icon because there's a chest here that we will need to come back for. We don't have to, but we've marked that on the island here using the little icons here, and this is where we need to go now. So that is southeast, so let's pull out our compass and point it southeast, so it would be that island there. So while we're pointing in that direction, we've got our raft on our hotbar for number 8, so we'll press number 8, redeploy it facing in the direction that we want to go. We'll hop on and we'll extend the sails and off we go. You don't need to be at the wheel unless you want to steer. The wind can and will change, and it can blow you off course. So just because you're heading in one direction doesn't mean you will remain heading in that direction indefinitely. But we're going to head over here now, and depending on your seed, your game seed and everything, you may have a different seaport island than what I have. But we're going to cruise over here, and we're going to pick up a bunch of quests. Have a little bit of a look in at the town. And if you are joining me for the first time, there will be a link in the description below for the playlists of this series. So we're just going to cruise over. We don't need to worry about retracting the sails or anything. We can just ram straight up onto the shoreline and jump off. Grab this while we're here. May as well grab that while we're here. Nothing in it. Alright, so let's head up and look for the town. I'm not going to go super out of my way to pick up resources. I'll just grab any that are on the way, but here's the settlement here. Okay, Blue Water Cove. So there's a bunch of different seaports. Which one you get is going to be different, but there's a bunch of NPCs and we'll go around to most of them. But there's a building with this little flag here. This will be the cartographer's shop. This is where we want to go for our quest, so we'll go in here, and we can't interact with most of this stuff here except for the books. So most of this is just some lore. Let you pause and read those if you want. We will be getting a library bookshelf later on that we're going to be putting on our ship, and that is going to have every book that we've read available to us in that. There's a little note on here. And there is a recipe here that we can snatch. Let's just see. We already know that one, so we could sell that one. Alright, so we can change our appearance in the mirror if we wanted to. We could use the guy's bed if we wanted to as well, but we'll talk to him he's gonna recommend that we get ourselves or build ourselves a wave skipper, and he's gonna tell us that it takes a bunch of supplies which he'd be willing to give us if we go and retrieve his stolen compass from some pirates. So we'll accept that. And he's also talking about a fast travel tower here. So, okay, we'll confirm out of that. Our quest is updated, and he has given us a map here to a pirate island. There's a lot of different pirate islands. Actually, let's just clear all our waypoints and do that again. So, alright, you'll notice that our current location is not marked. This is our starter island. So that shows where we last marked our current position. This shows where the pirate island is, but we don't know anything about it until we get there. Alright, so we'll come out here. Now you could use your sextant to mark this island. It's the sun up there. So I showed you that in the last episode. But most of the towns and little settlements and stuff, they're going to have one of these little lighthouse looking things here, and to the side of it, it's going to have this little wheel. If we click on that, it's going to mark the location for us and the island and activate a fast travel thing. So the way fast travel works is that not every place has a fast travel, but these towns will have. And the fast travel takes up hunger or makes you hungry depending on the distance. So this one costs 1 banana to fast travel there because we are, well, not one inventory banana, but one of our hunger bananas down there in the bottom left. So there is a like a distance limit. So if you want to teleport to, say, somewhere out here, if you go further past the past your hunger limit, you're not going to be able to teleport or fast travel that far. So you would go to one, have something to eat, go to the next one, and so on. But we'll get back to that later. Alright, so there's a bunch of NPCs that we can talk to. There's a little bit of lore here. It's nothing super important. Alright, we'll come over here. So this is a little quest board or mission board. These are going to be different for everybody, and there'll be different ones at different islands. So the first time you click on it, it gives you that little tutorial pop-up. But we'll grab this. Don't know if we'll get that done today. Sandpaper is a bit of a pain in the butt sometimes. This one. Alright, so this one we would need to kill some pirate navigators. We'll accept it. I don't know if we'll get that many pirate navigators today, if any. This one we want 3 deer irises. And this one, we need to catch barracuda. Alright, so there's usually always going to be one that's one that involves combat, one that involves crafting, one that involves fishing, and one that involves hunting. These are disposable, so we can abandon these quests. They're just little side quests. They're going to earn a bit of money, some experience, and some other stuff. And they're things that we can do along the way while we're doing our main quest. We got workbenches here that we can use. And cooking stations, and pretty much got everything that you need right here to do any crafting. We can't interact with most of the stuff that's in the town. But we'll move on up here. Who have we got here? Sea Divers Guild Recruiter. We can talk to this guy. And he's going to talk about his guild. And he says if we want to join his guild, then we'll need to go to his guild's headquarters. And he has given us another map here. We can read this book here. Let you pause and read that if you want. And as usual, we can't interact with anything else that's there. This guy, not really important, especially not yet. Okay, so what he does, depending on your difficulty setting, there's some certain pieces of equipment that you will only get from doing certain quests, and they'll have a certain tier depending on the difficulty setting that you did the quest at. And so if you did a lower tier, it'll be at a lower difficulty setting, it'll be a lower tier piece of item, and you can come to this guy and get it upgraded to the higher one. In here we have a herbalist. She's got nothing super important for us right now, but we can buy herbs and recipes from her. We can read her book about mushrooms. That's about all she has to offer us at the moment. Over here we have a chef.
What can I do for you?
And I might sell, let's sell off all our pearls and stuff. You can sell these to any merchant. So let's just go sell all junk. Got a tutorial ninja about money. Let's sell off these pearls here as well. And oh, looks like we've got a storm. Alright. I'm going to buy a couple of recipes off this guy so that we can cook some better food. And actually we have a recipe that we can sell as well. That one, because we already know it. Alright, everything else is fine. Okay, so let's learn these recipes. They're going to be better than just our plain old cooked stuff. Jeez, it's really storming down now. Alright. Let's just mine this here. We can't mine that yet. We're not high enough. Okay, we'll hop up here. Travelers don't normally have much to say. We've got a fisherman up here. We can get fishing supplies and that sort of thing. So, we're not going to worry too much about that yet. We will come back and visit this guy later on. Now, he sells a map to the fishing guild, but there's also one on his table, so we're just going to grab that. And we can read his book. And that's all we're going to do there. Alright. This guy, you can talk to him if you want. He'll give you some tips on combat. This one here we're not going to touch. So this will give you delivery missions. But while you've got one of these delivery missions, it is going to deactivate your fast travel. We've got a traveler. Okay, we've got an outfitter. They sell clothing and recipes for clothing. And we can use this little weaving station as well. I don't think he's got any books or anything that we can read. All right. Let me see. Over here we have a hunter. He's gonna sell bows and guns and other various recipes and some hunting sort of products, such as the things that you get from hunting. Got a couple of books in here that we can read, and he said if we want to join the guild, there's a map on his table, so we'll grab that. And we can't touch anything else there. All right. Who have we got over here? A guide. Yep. So he's just going to give you some tips about fast travel and that sort of thing. We've got a general merchant over here that will have different things for sale. Let's see. Okay, so over here we have the tavern. There's a note up here for another guild, the Sea Scholars Guild, and he's saying a guild recruiter will be stationed at a desert island seaport and speak to them for information. So this is a seaport, but it's not a desert island. So we'll hop in here. All right, we can read this guy's books. He's got a book up here. We could use his bed if we wanted to. Got another book on the table there. Pause and read that. It's got a little shopping list here. Let me see. That's about all he has up here. There's a book up there as well. Alright, we can talk to this guy. And he has a quest for us. So he wants some dice that you can get from, which we can get from pirate captains. So we'll accept that. Okay, so let's have a look. So our main quest, we've got to go kill some pirates anyway, so we're probably going to be killing a pirate captain. This one here, we'll get this off of pirate navigators. I doubt that we're going to get 3, but we may get 1 at least. We can pop down here. This is about the only stuff in a seaport that you're going to be able to loot. Some cheese, another book, a bottle. We can read this. We can loot this chest here. Oops, that away. Read another book here. This is the long one. Let you pause and read that if you want. And the next page, the next page, the next page, the next page. Well, that's it. Okay, we can use these beds if we wanted to. We can loot these dresses. And you're usually always going to get a piece of equipment in here. This time I've got a ring. So let's check that. Alright, what does it have? It has strength and agility. I guess I'm going to go for armor. That'll be fine. Alright, Little bag up here, nothing in that. We could use the mirror if we wanted to collect this stuff. Okay. Alright, so this chest here is locked and we can pick the lock. Do need to have a lock pick. You just got to time it and click it when it's in the green, and I missed twice. If you miss 3 times, you're going to break your lock pick like I just did. So we'll try again. Got it. Okay. And some cash in there. That's about it. Alright. So let's hop outside. Hopefully that storm's finished. Okay. Been in there. Alright. So let's have a look. This guy will just sell things that you can sell ship recipes and furniture recipes that go on your ship. We can go up and talk to this guy. We've spoken to that guy. Let me see. Maybe it's this one up here. Yep. Can talk to this guy. And he's going to give us a quest to join the Marauders Guild. Go through all his dialogue. And he wants us to kill a pirate captain, which we already need to do anyway. So we're going to be able to do about 3 different, at least 3 different quests in one go. Alright, so we've been in there. Alright. Where's the, there should be a fishing shop. Let's have a look at our maps in here. Alright, so I've already been to the fishing shop, the hunt shop. Alright, so I think we've got about everything. Let's have a look at our quests here. So these ones here, so this is going to be a crafting quest. I don't think we're going to have the sandpaper that we need for that. We could have a look. Maybe one of the merchants is going to have some. Let's just go to the... Where's all the workbenches over here? We want the woodworking station. Yeah, we don't have enough sandstone for that. We could try buying some in the blacksmith. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'd rather not buy stuff. So let's have a look here. That one might be able to get when we're pulling pirates. This one, okay, so this one, if we go and hunt some deer, there should be some deer on this island. So we can run around and collect some resources. And keep our eye out for some deer. Let's see. Alright, it's a little dark. What I might do... We'll go have a snooze. Normally I would keep playing, but just for the sake of the video, so I'm not running around in the dark. We'll go and turn it to sunrise. We'll use the blacksmith's bed, that's fine. Got a book up here. Okay. That will make us a little bit hungrier. Let's eat one of our meals here. Alright, so it's now sunrise. So let's go around. Still hungry, so let's have another meal there. Alright. Keep our eye out for some deer. So these deer irises you can only get when you do actually need them for a quest. So you're not going to get them all the time, like if you're just hunting deer normally. There's one. Okay, let's grab our bow out and crouch down. Missed. How did I miss that? Okay, got him. And there's one deer iris. Okay. Grab this stuff and see if there's any more deer. And it is random as well. Like, you're not necessarily always going to get one every time you do get a deer. So you may need to kill more than 3. And you don't have to do them on this island. They can be deer from anywhere. Alright, but we will mine this. Hopefully we get some sandstone. And I do see another deer up there, so let's crouch down. Well, that's an island doe, so we might not get one from that one. I'm not sure. Oh, we do get one. Good. So that's 2. Alright. And we've got level 20 in herbalism already. But we are going to need all of this stuff. Okay, let's mine this. Collect up this stuff. Okay, there's another doe over there. Alright. I don't normally like to chase them, but he's almost dead. She. Oops. Yeah, bugger. Startled her. Alright. Let's see if we can finish her off here. Okay. Yep, didn't get one that time. So we'll keep collecting this stuff and looking for more deer. There may or may not be any more. There's usually only a handful on each island, and they are only on specific types of islands as well. But I'm going to run around collecting up all the resources here, and actually I do see another one over there. So let's just cruise up here. Okay. And there's a deer iris. Alright. There possibly might be one or two more deer on the island. So what I might do, let's go down to the shoreline. We'll go down here. I'm going to bring out my raft. Let's pop up here. Okay, so those deer irises, as I said, they are specifically a quest item. And now that we've got 3, no more will spawn. So what we'll do is we'll pop those in here, and now we've got 0 of 3 again. So we can continue hunting deer, and we'll get some more because that quest is sure to pop up again. And we'll kind of have a head start on it next time. So I'm going to run around the island and collect up all of the resources that are here, and see if there's any more deer. But I'll do that off camera, so I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so I've had a good run around the island and collected up most of the resources, and did manage to bring our mining up to level 10. So now we can mine the iron. So we'll grab that. Yeah, I did eat all my food as well. Didn't see any more deer, so let's go over here. And okay, so that was our original recipe, but because we bought the new one, we can make a slightly better meal using our cooking oil that we've been making and some garlic that we've been collecting. So craft up 3 of those. We may as well craft up all of these things as well. Okay. So we could hand in our quest with the deer irises. So I would need to go collect them out of my storage and then hand them in here. But I'm not going to, because there's probably going to be more deer on the pirate island, and I'm going to be wanting to hunt them for food anyway. So I'm going to leave. I'm going to hold off on handing that in at the moment. So let's have a look. All right. So let's have a look here. All right, so that's all fine. All right, we're pretty much all set up. What I might actually do as well is, well, maybe I'll do that. I'll do that after we, after we come back. I'll do my lap around the island collecting pearls. But anyway, that is, that's probably going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.